make me dance. You make my heart beat super fast. You lift me up, you make me laugh. Baby, you're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever had.
Because, I mean, like 10:30 for qualifying. We're going to be getting this race over at midnight.
Yeah, it's going to be a long
Those are
night.
rookie numbers.
Well,
alright,
that's just
loaded
like,
up in trucking.
Like noon for me.
Welcome to the first annual Beach Ball Derby hosted by the VROC, ran by Connor Spradling. Got Duel and Dalton in the booth with me here tonight.
Hello.
They got
Average Duel's noise.
20 minutes left in practice. I could make up as many excuses as I want for why I started this early, but the main one being is that I didn't exactly know how long practice was going to be. I know normally it's 30 minutes, but this being a special event, you never really can bet on it. So I didn't want to go too far into the gambling hall, but...
I love gambling.
Yeah, here we are, 20 minutes before qualifying to kind of just ramble, I guess, for 20 minutes.
Yeah. We can at least get all of the the before race stuff out of the way here. We're at Five Flags Speedway for tonight. As Zach already mentioned, it is the first ever beach ball derby here for the VROC Series Virtual Race of Champions. 150 of racing action tonight. It is a 75 lap race I already fucked this up. Good job, me. 150 lap race with a competition caution at lap 75. That's what I was trying to say. With a point of no return at 5. With a point of no return at 5 to go. So it will only be 150 laps tonight. We won't have any extra stacked on there. Currently, 15 cars have set times on the boards with 20 more minutes to go. The fastest out of all of them is the number 29 of Kirsten Bell in that icy Toyota. Yep.
You're
that's
10 out of
10
10 stars. This is what happens when we start too early.
Yeah,
you're fine.
Yeah, but this will give us a little bit to look through the grid here. So we already talked about currently fastest in practice currently right now. That 29 of Kirsten Bell. They have a 16.520 to top the timing. She's actually running an identical car. Both her and one other are running identical icy cars. I don't remember who the other one was. They are not on track at this moment. But if we see them, I'll update on that. Currently second on the timing sheet. Are you a big fan of Buc-ee's? Because this car has a lot of Buc-ee's. The number 6 of Rob Gilvin. There are at least 17 different Buckers logos wrapped around that number 6 Chevrolet. And instead of rookie stripes, we have bumper stickers as well, because you can never get enough Buc-ee's on a car. Seriously, why is there so much? What happened to the Buc-ee's on the hood of this 6 is what I want to know. Because
he's geeked
one
out.
Of these Buc-ee's
He took a hit of Geek Bar. He took a little puff of that Geek Bar, and he's geeked out, brother.
The Buc-ee's at 3 a.m. experience.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a Buc-ee's, dog? Being at 3 a.m. is like being at 3 a.m. It's unusually quiet.
That was the one time I went to a Buc-ee's. It was 4 a.m. on the way to an airport.
That makes sense, actually. Checks out.
I've actually never been to a Buc-ee's.
You are missing out. Well, actually, no, you're not. I got COVID last time I went to one, so I don't blame you.
Oh, shoot, okay.
Hot take, the only plus about a Buc-ee's is the unusually clean restrooms. Everything else is, I mean, it's alright. If you're a fan of barbecue, it's a great spot. If you're not, well then, don't go to Buc-ee's.
I guess it's like your routine gas station. I'll get me some Dr. Pepper.
Wawa clear is like 200%. I don't care what anyone else says.
I haven't been to a Wawa either.
Fucking degenerate.
I mean, I don't get around a whole lot.
Yeah. I don't even know if I've seen a Wawa, to be honest.
Well, before we get into any more actionable threats over gas station food, third on the practice sheet currently, Gino Benoni in that number 309, sick with a 16.552. TalhaDevYT fourth on the sheet right now with a 15.563. And rounding out the top five...
we have no Brandon Bills here at the current moment, so we might actually get to turn a few laps.
That Wonder Bread number 26 Chevrolet. They're currently on their new set of hot laps. They just came out of pit road, but they have in themselves quite a little bit of traffic here in practice, so I don't think they're going to be able to improve their time, especially stuck on that top line. But currently running top 5 here in practice so far. I'd say that I could pick him as one of the underdogs potentially for tonight. I have a feeling you're not going to see much of him, but he will definitely be there towards the end of the race later on. Right behind him on the timing sheet is someone who is currently spinning on the front straightaway, Bryson Miller. Is that the Cam Stang? Did he bring back the Stang for this one, or is that just the normal late model?
Thank God it's a normal late model. It's the normal number 17 Mustang on a Mustang body. Thankfully he didn't bring the Can Stang. That did run in real life as well, which is even funnier. But
yeah, God save us from the Cam Stang.
fact that it's really scares me.
I saw when like they edited the ARCA cars. Originally could do something like the cam sang, and then they edited the nose, and everyone was kind of upset about it. And then they saw the cam sang, and they're like, I understand now.
Yeah, I think drive-through Davin. I don't know how he goes by now, but I've seen him on Twitter. He was saying how he's commenting. I
know exactly what tweet you're referring to. It's like, oh man, it kind of sucks how they removed that, so we can't edit it. And then one cam saying later, I understand why they did it fully.
Yeah, basically.
Currently 7th in practice in the most late model ass looking paint scheme of the grid. Colby Brown in that number 38 Aaron's. I would say the Dream Machine, but I think Aaron's are just there as a result. This is very much not an Aaron's car. It just happens to have Aaron's. So yeah, he's currently 8th in practice currently. Right behind him is the 25 of Cameron McElreath, and we could spend the rest of practice just observing this car. Honestly, it is a.
I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to
it
do anything.
It is truly a specimen.
You want to burn a hole through paper with just looking at it? Just put that car on a piece of paper and it'll just ignite.
This car is toxic enough to burn a hole in the ozone layer.
What are you talking about? It's more toxic than the friggin'... Oh god, hold on.
Something finally challenges the elephant's foot.
I was about to say, you've heard of Chernobyl, and now we have the 25 car.
Yeah, so rest in peace to everyone in Pensacola, Florida. You're about to learn radioactivity here very shortly. He is currently 10th in practice. I think it was 8th when you originally looked at him. Someone who has overtaken him is Dalton. Are you running tonight?
No, I'm legit just having fun.
Understandable. Well, you're already 9th on the board, so I mean, so there's nothing really stopping you, I guess.
I didn't sign up, so and this is not the right template of car. I'm just running to come out here and not spin out.
Understandable.
Hey, you're
Have a great
have
day.
Some trouble.
7th in practice currently, Connor Spradling in the RC Cola Chevrolet, that number 16. But he's currently made his way off to the pits. I think he's going back into the garage for now. Braden Karayev in the Kona 2 Racing Chevrolet, right outside the top 10. He is currently 11th in practice. Right behind him, 12th on the timing sheet, is the number 9 of Crystal Bennett in that Bass Pro Shops Chevrolet. We were talking about that number fun a little bit beforehand, but I'm not going to bore you with that nonsense. We have plenty of more funnier nonsense. 13th in practice, the 76. He's currently on pit road. That is Hudson Davis. The 51 of Dakota Vegas. It's 14th on practice right now in that Quaker State Ford. He's currently coming through turns 3 and 4 right now. It's a great paint scheme. Don't expect to see much of him throughout the day. Very similar case for the number 8 of Carl Childress. A 10 out of 10 paint scheme. A 1 out of 10 on the track probably later on tonight. He is actually slowest of the field in 16th place. So I might have missed a few from laptop from the
Test
running
just,
order changing
for
through lap times.
the guys in the booth. Do you guys have me up there?
We have. Can somebody whisper
We got
back?
you. I don't know if the stream picked it up, but
Perfect.
I got you.
I forgot to add you earlier.
Yeah, we got him.
Alright, perfect. Yeah, so I think we've gone through everyone, and there might have been a car I missed. Oh, there's the other IC car. I remember them earlier. The other one is the 99 of Landon Lyle. He has set 1 lap and immediately is shot up to 7th in practice. So he might be on par to have a pretty solid day, as Bryson Miller has completely forgot what a corner is. Rolling through, did we talk about TalhaDevYT? I think we talked about TalhaDevYT, did we?
Yeah, we were saying how he was like, I think 4th or something in practice at one point. I don't know if he's still there.
Yeah, I think we kind of glossed over him, but he's there. I think we've gotten everyone, and we still have 12 minutes left of practice.
That's my bad. Started the stream too early. I ain't done nothing in 2 weeks. I got so many excuses, but I'm just gonna stick with all of them, and yeah.
I will tell you right now, just from driving this track, you are going to see a little bit of everything. You're going to see some dirt track racing for as I go around. You're gonna see some beating and banging. You're gonna okay.
Oh, we got that live.
Yeah, you're gonna see some good stuff here as I'm upside down. But goodness gracious, we're gonna see some great strategy because you can run the high line, you can run the bottom line, but it's gonna be loose everywhere.
I've noticed the big trouble area today has been that exit there in turn number 4. That seemed to what has been catching drivers out the most here through practice. The same in the case for turn 2, albeit to a lesser extent. I think that's been mostly people just hitting that opening in the wall there for the hell of it. So mostly turn 4. That's going to be where I think most of our incidents today are going to be. So corner entry, it looks like everyone's gotten that down. That has been a big problem. Corner exits were all the difficulties have been, so we'll see how that goes for them tonight. Top 3 has not changed in practice. We'll have to see how much of that is based off of draft, or how much of that will carry over through to qualifying. One of those cars in front right now is still leading the standings. Kirsten Bell, I'd say you have a pretty good shot at them of at least getting a top 3 tonight. Winning, I have no idea, I'll be honest. I'm just gonna, when I make my pick later, I'm just gonna go fucking gambling. Never stop gambling. 99% of gamblers quit before they make it big, alright? 99% of highway developers quit before they fix traffic.
That's true.
Before traffic resumes.
99% of DOT officials stop adding a lane before they solve traffic problems. Just one more lane, bro. Just one more lane will fix it. That's all you need. Just one more lane.
Yes. My casual 9-lane wide highway.
If your highway isn't 16 lanes wide, then you are not a real American.
Hold on. That's just an airport runway at that point.
So Texas. Literally every Texas highway.
Actually, you're not wrong. Okay. Now, the more that I think about that, the more that I've been to Tech, the more I'm just remembering the open 95-mile-per-hour highways. They're like 15 lanes wide.
Just one more lane, bro. Just one more lane.
I think one time I went up I-35, and I think that was like 5 lane, but yeah, that's about the longest that's the biggest I've seen.
In terms of any interstate, regardless of how many lanes put on, the most scary is I-4. All right, you go on I-4, you're playing with your life.
Dang, okay.
You got Disney tourists, regular Floridians, and those guys on motorcycles trying to get from Orlando to Daytona in 20 minutes.
Gosh.
I'm gonna need a fat. Oh, I'm gonna need a check on my pants because I just went through the biggest wreck of my lifetime.
Understandable. Have a great day.
Like, we're gonna need a rain check underneath my seat.
Better get their little sillies up for race time. We got about what time is that?
8 minutes.
Yeah.
Kirsten Bell is a fraud. Oh my god. We are not holding back. Oh,
that was said by TalhaDevYT. I think we should discount that immediately.
Oh yeah, that's okay. That's like country music is sucked from a Drake fan. Like, okay, yep, discarded.
I mean, I hate myself some country music, but I am at least not a Drake fan. Therefore, my opinion is correct.
The 17 is upside down on the backstretch, by the way. He's just sitting back there.
This is practice. That's normal.
Well, it might be normal, but he's still sitting there.
Especially because it's Bryson Miller. All right.
Well, yeah, that's true. Bryson Miller's.
You let him get bored enough in practice, he'll find a way to go over the wall.
Can't wait. Go to Thompson and then drive up the side of the air and just whee.
I think they did that in Essex season 4.
Oh, there's no avoiding.
That wreck was nuts.
So everyone in practice has decided to hang Connor Spradling currently hanging off the catch fence.
He made the league. We hang him for it.
They lynched his ass, bro. They got him.
Oh, my lights went off. I need to. Hello, TikTok. I don't need you right now.
Yes.
We're back.
First broadcast since the season 14 Gnarl finale was like 2 weeks ago. We're gonna be in for something interesting. I can't friggin' speak. Interesting.
I think if the start's gonna be a little chaotic, but once we start calling the numbers, it's gonna get a pretty normal race here pretty quickly, I think.
Yeah, get them tires warmed up. I think that's gonna be the biggest name of the game is managing tire heat. I feel like. I don't know about tire wear. I haven't touched the track, but based on what I'm seeing these guys drive the track, I would assume tire heat management would be the name of the game, as well as track position management as well. But you can, like Dalton said, you could pass here. It's not ride or die, but you still want to have good track position regardless.
You can't. It's also very dirt tracky. You like to slide.
Yeah, Five Flags is definitely a little unique in the short track scene. The back straightaway, not really that straight. The corner is a little wider than you think and a little tighter at the same time. There's so much about this place.
Please never say that again.
Make it all that more difficult. I have no idea what Crystal said, but I'm going to ignore it anyway because I want to make actionable threats on this broadcast.
That was it was in response to what Cameron McKellery said in chat.
Oh. Hi, Crystal. That's every time Tala speaks, I think he sounds like SpongeBob.
No, hey girl. You know what? I retract my statement. I agree with Crystal 100%. We need to beat this man to death with hammers. All right, this guy needs to. We need to revoke his oxygen privileges immediately. He needs to not be alive anymore.
Oh, the 25. Oh.
What the fuck is happening up backstreet? There is so much going on.
Raped. That's what's happening.
Shoot. The Bucky's car.
Okay, Robbie Gilvin is dead. He has impaled himself on the pit wall. They got Buckers. Buckers is down.
They got bucked.
He got bucked.
He got booked.
The Buckies.
God almighty. These cars are so fun.
Yeah, we got about 4 minutes left to yapping session.
Pulled pork, I love sandwiches.
Have you ever bent your toe link on your foot?
A toe link on your foot?
Yeah, I've got to do that because every time I rotate my foot, it feels like it's gonna break.
Oh, I mean, I've done that before.
I've considered seeing a doctor.
No, hey, have you seen how bad healthcare is?
Yeah,
Fair
honestly,
enough.
I'd rather just not be alive anymore than go to the hospital, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Including telling what the doctor, them going, oh, you've got cancer.
Yeah, just go ahead and give me the.
You
now.
You get a cancer diagnosis. The doctor gives you one or two options. He either A, hands you a bill for $500,000, or B, a fully loaded 9mm.
I'll take the latter. I mean, I know this ain't Canada, but like. I mean,
oh, who said Canada? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get my citizenship in Canada so I can get healthcare. Oh,
well,
by the way, my taxes.
Yeah.
So if I'd rather my taxes go to being able to live if my leg is broken than bombing Iran.
Oh, and Kirsten Bell's out the wall.
Right.
Go, Kirsten.
Oh, there's Kirsten. Oh, Kirsten's. Yep, there.
Over the wall.
I am the Lorax. I speak with the trees.
It still runs.
Kirsten heard us starting to get slightly political, and she needed to stop that immediately, so she killed herself.
Bro, you should have seen the stuff she was saying earlier, bro.
I was about to say, you better. I may hate you, but you got a point. Excuse me, Kirsten?
you got a point.
Apparently she's also up for that goth ASMR.
Oh God. Okay. All right.
Crazy work.
What else? Wait.
Alright. Kirsten is trying to methodically find a way into the track, and they actually found a way back into the track. Wow. That little opening
Oh
off
my
at
God.
2. Nicely done. Oh,
Damn, they're dead.
They just got wrecked by Cameron McElreath.
Welcome back to the track. Please die immediately. Oh, Bryson.
Oh my God. This is gonna be a race.
Let them get all their
One
homicidal tendencies out now in practice while you can.
One thing to note that you don't see a whole lot, at least in my opinion, in our leagues, is tonight they're doing double file restarts. So that'll be interesting.
Oh yeah.
Now they
I
did
forgot
say
about
now there might be if they're like wrecking a lot, they'll probably go back. They'll go to single file, but if not, it could be something interesting.
That was a big one
interesting
there on one a moment ago.
Oh. Right.
Gino.
Oh
my gosh.
Alright, before we go to qualifying, we are going to roll back the server.
He's
for
over the
Gino,
wall!
So we're going to roll back now.
Oh,
He was victim of the Benoni crime syndicate.
That's so true. That's so true, man. Alright. Oh, crap. Alright, they're rolling back the server. Lid died.
To anybody watching the stream that is in the race, don't speed and quit watching the stream.
Alright, we are going to jump to qualifying. Good luck, don't speed on pit road. Speed limit is 35.
See, he said what I said.
You know, I thought that after the season 12 mile race.
Look, I'm just saying. Last time we hosted a broadcast for a special event was the Gnarl-Napolis 500.
Oh, don't remind me of that thing.
Dude,
the bagpipes.
I don't care what you say. That broadcast was the funniest of all time.
It was.
We had like
yes.
15 people in the booth. Now I know I'm exaggerating.
Yes. Oh God Almighty, we had like.
We had one for each corner and each straightaway.
And we had okay, yes, for each corner and straightaway plus pit road reporters. It was like God Almighty. Ugh.
Now I know Thomas Troxel said he quit racing. I wonder if he's gonna try to join us on the booth for some of the Gnarl races next season.
I would say you join you for the IFR races, but is IFR even gonna be alive? I don't know.
Yeah.
And
I was told IFAR was in an off season. I was
they're in the off season, but that's about
like,
the gist of it.
I was talking about like, oh, IFAR's and they're like, no, they still got 7 drivers. I'm like, doesn't that constitute a league is dead? Like, no, I mean, it's still running.
You go look at some other leagues. Like some leagues will like have like 5 people race as well. So it's sometimes numbers dwindle.
Yeah, I mean,
you really never know what you see.
Especially toward the end of the season, it'll a little bit.
Like it happens in DSRA, it happens in Nurse Car, it happens in. It doesn't happen in this Maverick, and that's I don't know. I don't know how they do that. Heck, BP&R, I think they've been holding. They held steady pace.
Racing in Maverick is like storming the beaches of Normandy.
Pretty much. Yeah.
You must be goofy if you think you're getting up this beach. Oh, gorge, Maxley. Oh, brother.
Goofy, what the fuck are you doing? You're fucking.
All right. Okay, shut it down. Shut the bit down.
Why are you jumping in this moment? Look what they did to fucking Donald, man. They fucking got Donald.
We got Mickey Mouse and Goofy here in the bracket.
I'll tell you what.
Can't forget Hank Hill.
God damn it, Bobby, I told you I want to go to Iraq.
God dang it, Bobby, I told you I didn't want to go to Normandy.
Right
what am
now.
I doing on the back of a Camry?
Camry. Okay. Right now
with
we
the
got
Bob's Plumbing logo on the side of it.
Robbie Gilvin on pole at the moment.
Not on the moment. That is official. Robbie Gilman is your pole sitter for tonight. Gina Manoni will join him alongside on the front row for tonight. Alexander Brown.
All right,
Kirsten
ladies
Bell
and gentlemen,
row
welcome
number 3,
to Five Flag Speedway here in Pensacola, Florida, for the inaugural Beach Ball Derby. Home track of the president of Essex, Braden Korioth. Everyone, please, round of applause for Braden Korioth, hometown boy.
Alright, what is on the back of Gino's car?
We are going to start the driver's meeting now, so please listen up. And if you are driving, please use this time wisely.
You've just been
happy hours, not an opportunity to fool around. Sponsored by taking this time seriously.
Oh my God, burn that thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Tonight's event will be 150 laps with a competition caution at lap 75.
That reminds me of
we will have one restart attempt if needed at the start of the race. If we do not make it to the line on our first attempt, we'll have one opportunity to try again.
On a Chevy.
Our point of no return tonight will be 5 to go. Pit road, our pit speed is 35 miles per hour, so it is a little easy to speed. Be mindful of that. Pace speed is 45 miles per hour. For pit road, please obey the speed limit from line to line, and when merging back onto the racetrack, please do not merge until the backstretch.
The track announcer.
If you receive a black flag under yellow, it will be forgiven. Just say so in chat. If you get a black flag under green flag conditions, it must be served. Cautions tonight. They will only come out if 2 or more cars spin, or if a single car flips. There's no spin counter. If you spin and you get stuck on the track, especially since this is a short track and it's a little narrow, please tow to get out of the way safely. Manual cautions will be used similar to Essex and or Gnarl.
We got a reminder.
If you race in either of those leagues, it will be similar. I will call caution over the team speak. There will be no pace car. The yellow flag will not be thrown in game.
I'm going to break open his wireless controller, get the small copper wire that connects.
At that time, pit road will be closed, and we will pace single file at 45 miles per hour.
I've heard that from somewhere. Hold on. I've heard that.
When I open pit road, it will be open for everyone, and I will get into that a little later. Make sure, since there is no in-game yellow, that you are listening closely for race announcements.
I was like, I've heard that before.
Okay, so as I mentioned, pit road will open for everyone, no matter what lap you are on. Wave arounds, we're doing this similar to Essex. There is no lucky dog.
I used to have a
anyone who is a lap down will be granted the wave around after pit stops. So
I was a weird kid,
with the leaders. If you are a lap down, you will be granted the wave after, and I will call your name and or number and tell you how to wave when we get to that point. Restarts. This is going to be important, so listen up. Restarts tonight will be double file. We will be doing the choose roll. If you cannot do double file restarts, I will give you a couple attempts, but if you can't do it, we will go single file. I will tell you when to choose. It will be at the line, 1 lap prior to the green. If we need more time, I will call off the green and we will pace a second lap. But we will choose at the line.
I just bought a
we will be using the quiet zone control method for restarts. So it is up to the leader to type green or some form of it. Any hyphenated version can be used. When I say control, from that point to the line. If you speak in-game chat during quiet zone, it will be sent to the rear.
They're done yapping.
If there are any questions, please ask now, but I think that's everything.
Yikes.
Is Spradling okay? Who hurt him?
I think he's done.
Anyway, alright, so 50 seconds until they start to grid up. So we're gonna go over your
people, if you got me, you got me. If
for
not, I don't care.
Tonight's race. Starting on your pole position tonight is the
Any
number 6
serious
of Robbie
questions
Gilvin,
before
the
the event?
Machine will be leading us to the green flag.
No, mayonnaise is not an instrument.
Alongside row number 2, Alexander
neither is
Brown
horseradish.
and Kirsten Bell. Row number 3, Landon Lyle and TalhaDevYT. Row number 4 goes to Colby Brown and Braden Korioth, with the rounding out the top 10 being Bryson Miller and Cameron McElrath. After that, we have Connor Spradling starting over in P11 alongside Hudson Davis. And out of the qualifiers,
can you hear me now, Zach?
For Dakota Vega and Carl Childress. For the 9 of Crystal Bennett, she did not set a lap time. She will be starting at the very end of the longest line.
If you are pitting under green flag conditions, try to call your pit semi-early, but you can wait till the lap that you pit, obviously. Just, I don't want any unnecessary pile-ups in turn 3.
So as we get to the last few seconds here of happy hour, it's Tomby time here in just a moment for 150 laps of green, hopefully mostly green flag racing at Five Flag Speedway for the inaugural beach beach
Beach ball derby.
What? Beach ball derby.
Beach ball derby.
God, I love balls.
What? I'm sorry, what?
Alright, good luck everyone. We will have one restart attempt if needed, but let's hope not. We've got a pretty skilled field here tonight, so try your best.
Alright, we got up in here.
Pump up the jam. Pump up the jam in here.
Can anybody hear Robbie? Did anybody get Robbie?
Yeah, I could hear him.
Cool.
Oh, they don't have to pit. They have 208 laps projected. I don't know if that's gonna, like,
reminder, there is that caution at the halfway point on lap 75.
One thing that I will mention, but you probably already noticed, there is no visible wall on pit road.
Tire heats are real bad.
So just make sure you aren't pulling too far to the left, that your pit crew won't change your left sides. I don't want anyone's race to be ruined because of it.
Drivers, start your engines!
And there is the command to fire engines. We're going to start rolling here in just a moment. TalhaDevYT has already driven into the back of Kirsten Bell. We're off to an incredible start here, ladies and gentlemen.
And he's driven into the bus side of Lyle. Oh, Lord.
He's declared war on ice.
He's surrounded by ice. He's about to...
I mean, he is surrounded by icy.
Alright.
Pick up
Robbie Gilvin in the number 6. That Bucky's a Chevrolet. All praise Buckers. He's going to be leading us off to the green here. We're about to see the pace car come in. It's 150 laps. Competition caution on lap 75. They do have one restart attempt if we cannot complete this first lap. Let's find out. We are under green. The Beach Ball Derby is underway at Five Flag Speedway, and it's an incredible start by that number 6, already clear of that number 24.
Wonder if they can actually get this lap in.
Well, so far, so good. Out of turn number 4, Robbie Gilvin leads lap number 1.
Start is official.
Race is official. No need for restarts. And already at the back, there was some 3-wide action back there with the number 76, number 8, and number 9. Those 3 got really racy at that back spot of the field. Back up front, meanwhile, a horrible start for the 24, Gino Bononi. Started second, and he's already dropped down to P4. Landon Lyle got up to 3rd. Alexander Brown up into 2nd place. But that number 6, Robbie Gilvin, still out front. And the meanwhile, further back, I think we're all good. It looks like everything's singled out. So now it's gonna be if we can lay us down a few laps here.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely see the people that are saving are gonna definitely find their own. And then the people that are going to be fighting in the back to get closer to the front.
Turn number 3, that's Gino Bononi. Got to pull off suddenly there on the back straightaway. Not sure what happened to that number 24, and they're out of the race.
Oh, no.
Early failure. That was the header for the number 24. So 5 laps in, we've already had our first engine failure of the day. Meanwhile, at the front, number 26 goes to the outside. He's going to go into the wall of contact from Robbie Gilvin. In the Landon
Caution
Lyle.
is outfield is frozen. Pit road is closed. Pace speed is 45.
That's Robbie and Landon up front. He touches the...
Man, that was some crazy stuff. I think we had like 3 wrecks going on there at all one time.
That happened all the way back in turn number 3. The 26 got to the outside of Robbie. They made contact in the 4, and then once we got down the front straightaway, Robbie and Lyle made contact, sending both of them around, which gives the lead to the number 26, who that move on the outside is pretty much what triggered all that.
Pit road will be open this time by pit speed is 35.
Something came up with PC and threw me off.
Alright, I'm gonna.
So that was a lot there. Two of the fast guys to start. all the guys that started up front
You
here
can keep it,
not
Landon.
had the best
Technically,
start.
no, but you can keep it this time.
Involved in that lap 6 wreck. Landon Lyle started the top 4, also involved. Your vice pole sitter, Gino Bononi, is already out of the race due to a mechanical failure. So, yeah, for the front runners, not a great first 10 laps here at Five Flags. So this is going to be a long night for quite a lot of those guys. For some, like Bononi, their day has ended prematurely.
Oh, okay, that confused me for a second. Landon came up to the front of the pack to lead, but has since dropped to the back. I don't know what that was all about.
He's
gonna yeah, I think he might have missed his box the first time around.
38 to the rear with a black flag.
And
38
pit penalties, very first of the night, the number 38, Colby Brown, too fast on pit road. He'll have to drop to the back here on this restart. Kirsten Bell and Alexander Brown are your first 2 runners. Somehow Bryson Miller has found his way these first dozen laps up his way into the top 3 in that number 17 Ford Mustang.
Now, a reminder, do not these top 4 drivers here. These are big household names, maybe apart from Talha.
This time by, we will be choosing at the
I
line.
put Talha over Bryson, to be honest.
I will say, yeah,
and please,
I'll give you that one.
Once you choose, do not change
with these
change
two,
your decision.
Anything happened to the top 2, and these are just slow favorites. You could really see them just pulling through when something bad goes wrong. They'll always put themselves in pretty good predicament.
Race, but they've already set themselves
99, you
can
go around the 38.
They're going to choose this time. It's going to be a double fall restart with the choose cone. And it looks like Alexander Brown, he's going to go right down there to the bottom. And I'll put Kirsten up on the top. Bryson also goes to the top. Talha's going down in the middle. And after that, everyone just kind of is going to choose to file themselves into place.
Going green.
We're going to go back racing this time by. Alexander Brown and that number 26 Wonderbread car is going to lead us to the green here. 11 laps in so far, 1 caution already. And we are going to go back racing here. Brown on the inside, Bell on the outside, back under green, and another great start there by the 26, getting right in front of that icy Toyota Camry. Talha has a bit of a slide there in 1 and 2. That's going to allow Bryson to take 3rd place away. And good start so far. No incident yet. Never mind. Carl Childress in turn number 4.
Single car, turn 3 and 4.
He's on turn 4. He's back straight. 51 tagged the wall coming out of turn number 2 that last lap. Looking through the pack, we're still pretty good going and back in onto the front stretch.
Yeah, Kirsten Bell now up to the front. 26 got into the wall in the back straightaway. That's allowed Bell to take the lead away. Now the 26 is Alexander Brown under attack from that 17 of Bryson Miller. Can't get the move done, gets really loose out of 2. Manages to hang on to it. Talha had to back out there. That's going to create a bit of a checkup. Already, Robbie Gilvin already back into the top 5 potentially. He currently is running in that 6th. Nope, there he is in 5th. So he's already back in the top 5 after being involved in that caution only a few laps ago. So that number 6 definitely has some speed underneath it. Just got to try and keep it clean here. But also right behind that number 6 car that he got involved with, the number 99 of Landon Lyle.
Oh,
and around goes Talha in the outside wall.
In 2.
Lyle has a slide. I think we stay green. As it's
We're
only one
still
car.
green. It was just a single spin.
Still green.
Yep, still
Gosh
green.
almighty.
I think. Oh, Bryson.
And another spin. Bryson
there
Miller
goes
in turn
Bryson.
4.
Single car,
Bryson
turn
Miller
4.
around in turn 4. He's going to get it back
car
right.
Yet again.
We're still green. He's rolling.
So it's multi-car incidents only. If one car goes around, we keep her going. No caution will come out for those. So Kirsten Bell still ahead of Alexander Brown. Robbie Gilvin has moved his way now up to 3rd. Granted, he might have killed 1 or 2 cars to do that. I think it was just Talha that he killed there. But yeah,
just Talha.
Chopped him off. I'm not gonna lie. I'd have to go back and look at it, but I know Talha was chopping him off quite a bit.
It was an aggressive move by the 20 there to stay ahead. Did not work out. That being said, that 6 cannot stay clean for the life of him today. Has been involved in most of the incidents so far in this race. And up at the front, that is Kirsten Bell into the 26.
Caution
the
is out.
Gets
Field is
involved,
frozen.
and we are back under caution.
Closed. Chase speed is 45.
Lyle pops the wall coming into 3. And
see what I mean? That 6, for whatever reason,
down.
is just cursed tonight. He cannot avoid incident for the life of him. That is wreck number 3 that he's been involved in today,
pit road will
and
be
we are
open
only
this time.
on lap 20.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely we're gonna have to note that that's gonna be a pretty big. He might be huffing on something like that bear on that whatever's on the front, the beaver that's on the front of that car.
I can't really say that they've been his fault so far. Just wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah. I mean,
Talha over the chat is told Robbie that he didn't do anything wrong in that contact between those two in 1. So yeah, and it looks like everyone is coming in on this stop around. And never mind, Colby Brown has decided that 38 should go to the front.
Yeah, one thing to note that with the 2 cautions we've had, both of them have came from the leader.
And normally it's toward the back where you see most of the incidents happen, but today it has been very much a front and center sort of deal. Bryson, that is not how you park.
Oh, Bryson's perpendicular with his box.
That's gonna hurt McElreath. Hudson Davis, he had to slow up for the 16. It's gonna cost him some spots. Alexander Brown back to the lead, and the 2 icy cars right behind him.
Well, not for the lead. First out of pit road, yes. Colby Brown, the sole car not to pit, he will be your race leader. That 38 is going to inherit the lead. Consequently,
8 to the rear with a black.
First lap he is led today.
Never stop gambling.
And we will be choosing this time by.
Yeah, so that's really gonna come into play. Is you're probably gonna want that bottom line, but the question is, how good are those tires on that V8 machine? How has he controlled those?
Those cars on the top have been getting usually a little bit of better restarts, but it's usually that car at the front there that usually pulls away at the first. So no matter what, if you have control of the restart, you're probably gonna be ahead out of in the turn number 1, but the outside line genuinely looks to be a little bit stronger. As Colby Brown is going to stick with that top side, and
must have hurt us.
And we will be going green this time by.
It is an all-brown front row. Alexander on the bottom, Colby on the top. Are they related? I have no idea.
Probably not.
A good question. But he's got, like you said, those 2 icy cars, and they do not play around. And with the Wonder Machine underneath them too, this is going to be a good restart. How well is he going to control it?
Those icy cars have been pretty quick. What we've seen so far, we're only 23 laps in. We're going to be coming over to lap number 24. So we haven't really been able to see much of a long green flag run just yet. We'll see if they can get one done this time around.
Jump.
And a major start there by the 38. Was that jumping or not? I don't know. We'll have to see what the officials think of that one. As the 26 slides in line, both icy cars are going to be side by side through 3 and 4. Who's going to get that position? Looks like Lyle inches just out ahead out of 4, but Kirsten with that run on the top side keeps that battle going.
There's the 51 and the 17.
The outside wall in 2.
He's going to get that car
Single
right.
car
He's going to
turn
go
2.
back. And Dakota Vega got hit by the 17 after the 17 got loose on the front straightaway. But and the 38's under attack from the 26 going into turn 2.
26 has really liked making those moves on the outside today. That's kind of where he feels more comfortable with that late model, and that's where he's going to put himself. And I think he's going to have it right there out of 4. Yes, he does. 3 wide, meanwhile. Colby Brown sandwiched in between the 2 icy machines. One aggressive move there by Kirsten all the way up on the outside. Slots herself right into 2nd place. Lyle up to 3rd. Gilvin gets into that 4th position, and around goes Colby Brown
around
in the outside wall.
Single car turn 4.
Just the single car. I think we're all good. And
slide down.
Uh-oh.
Look out, 51 car.
Okay, and
he
he's made the option to tow, so that is good news there. Race still goes on without any worries of any trouble. You see Kirsten there edging that inside a little bit there. See if she can make a move on it. It was a little bit late there, couldn't quite make it work. But you definitely see what she's wanting to do here. She's wanting to make that lunge on the inside in turn number 1 there to take that lead away. Good defense so far by that 26. That's actually allowed Robbie Gilvin now to tuck in there on that inside line to get that Bucky's number 6 in the second place, and he's going to get it right there. Robbie Gilvin started on pole, got sent a little bit backwards earlier on. He might now be in a position where he can take that lead right back.
Yeah, the 9 car spun on the front straightaway. He's got it righted. And the 17 is coming up as I'm looking back through the pack. But yeah, it's a 4-car jam session. That 6 car is hungry to get to the front.
And it's been pretty clear just in these few laps that 6 is probably the fastest car on track right now. It's just a question of, can he keep it up there? That's kind of been his challenge throughout the day. Alexander Brown right now playing a good defense with that pace right now to hold that lead away from that number 6 machine. Both the US cars have kind of solidified themselves right there into that 3rd and 4th spot, respectively. Further up, we're going to have our first lap traffic of the afternoon, the number 51 of Dakota Vega. They're coming up to put him 1 lap down here pretty shortly.
They come to do that.
Next lap they'll have him, if not this one.
Through, yep, goes to send it up. And 51 puts it up towards the wall.
It gets out of the way. Good job on their part. And Robbie Gilvin around.
Yeah, Robbie
single front stretch.
Backs it into the wall. Looks like he might be able to get that.
Lost it on his own out of turn number 4.
Oh, there goes the 17 as well. 17's around out of the corner of turn 4.
I told you turn 4 would be that problem area, and now here comes the leader back through that area again with that 17 still on the bottom. Looks like everyone has avoided trouble. We stay green, no issue there. Looks like someone else had a problem on the back straightaway, not sure who, just a puff of smoke.
Not seeing anything too big.
Oh, that's the 17 and the 16. They're up in turn 1. They're colliding with each other. They got it back straight.
Crystal Bennett goes a lap down. Robbie Gilvin
6
in
is
the pits.
in the pit wall. Oh no, that's gonna be huge trouble for Robbie. That's our fastest car of the night.
There,
you're fine. My game froze as soon as I crossed the line, and I didn't know where you were.
That's our front row out of the race.
Yeah, the 6 might be able to continue,
turn 4.
but he will not be winning this race. That is going to be opportunity at the win over for Robbie Gilvin. Heavy damage to that left side of that car. And if you are the number 26 of Alexander Brown, now you just got to worry about the icy cars. It's either going to be that 26 machine or one of those 2 ice mobiles. It just depends which one you got to face off, win where. I think we've already narrowed our race down to just 3 potential winners here in about 40
the 76
laps time.
is around on the front section. He's got it back going.
Well, no,
I heard tires squealing as I was looking through it, and he was about around.
Turn 4 is just catching a lot of people out by surprise. Bryson Miller coming into the pits after some of those spins. He's going to get himself some fresh Hoosiers and get back going.
One thing to note here, Gina Benoni in the chat said, I can't believe I spent 3 hours practicing for the race, blew up on lap 3.
Yeah, it's not how you want that to go, but unfortunately, the header just kind of erupted very early on. But Alexander Brown still out here at the front currently. Not much to say right now. Everything's kind of slowed down a little bit, aside from the occasional slow spin out of 4. We've kind of got ourselves spread out. Kind of an opportunity to calm down, get yourself reset, lock down some laps, potentially try and keep this like this until the lap 75 competition caution.
I think
probably not.
I mean, that'd be the best way to go about it. And you know, see, Bryson Miller just came out of pit road. He probably didn't think he was going to make it to lap 75, so went ahead and pulled it in. He's going to have to try to reel back in some time and see.
Robbie Gilvin still on pit road.
The 76 is around on the front way again. He's got it righted again. Not
a heavy hit. A good day for him.
Oh, not a good day at all. He's had multiple incidents now.
All the incidents so far have been single car, so we are still green.
Update on Robbie Gilvin in that number 6 machine. He is back out on track, 14th place, 8 laps down. But that Bucky's Chevrolet might just be able to finish this race despite that hard contact in the
the 25's around. He's
single turn 4.
He's gonna be
right into the leaders.
Caution's outfield is frozen. Pit road is closed, and pace speed is 45.
It's one of those things right in front of the leaders.
3 cautions today, all 3 cautions involving the race leader,
and
more contact after the fact between the 2.
Oof.
Man. That was not on my bingo card.
Colby, you fell out.
Yeah, you are going to, if you are leading this race, I would be shaking in my boots with how many times the leader has gotten into incident.
Pit road is still closed.
It's kind of like a plate race. You don't want to really be the leader.
Yeah, well, with a plate race, you can at least have the significance that you are up front and you don't have to know that you're about to get wrecked.
All right, I'll get a little.
All right, pit road will be open this time by.
We have.
If you are a lap down, you are allowed to pit this time. We will do wave rounds after pit stops.
Some issues for the number 38. They're now 5 laps down, but they're back on track. 29 and 99, although 29 was just involved in that most recent wreck, they might come into pit road this time, and yes, they will. I think it's going to be quite similar to the last one where we see everyone come in. Bryson's going to take the wave around to get one of his laps back, and everyone else into the pit lane. So the 17 is going to do a wave around, get back on the lead lap. Everyone else, probably 4 tires, if I had to imagine.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Thing to note, Robbie, with that hit, he's also got engine damage, so how competitive he's going to be is... I doubt he's going to be that competitive, but I don't know, he might get lucky. But I highly doubt he's going to be able to contend for anything here.
Checking the chat, 25 said about that incident there in turn 4, holy frame drop, so some issue there mechanically wise that has sent them around to bring out that most recent caution. Kirsten Bell wins the race
99
on pit
to the
road.
rear.
She will be our race leader. And
25
speeding on
to
pit
the
road
rear.
goes the 99 of Landon Lyle. He will have to drop to the rear.
Lyle, wake up! Got a penalty report. So we look. The 51 dives down pit road now. He comes back down.
We will do wave rounds this time by. So if I call your name and/or your number, you may wave on the inside. 76 Hudson Davis, you can wave on the inside. Dakota Vega, you can wave. Crystal, you can wave. Cameron McElreath, you may wave. Bryson Miller, you already took your wave. And Robbie, you may wave.
Thing to note.
So there's all the lap cars. Are going to take their wave around, get 1 lap back. A few getting themselves back on the lead lap there.
Yes, Colby, you can wave.
I'm going to be choosing next time, if I had to imagine.
I wonder if that 26 car has engine damage after that wreck.
Alright, we will choose this time by.
It's a good question.
Well, this most recent caution is definitely shaking up the order. You have Kirsten has been up front all day, so no surprise they're leading this race. TalhaDevYT up to second, as he's choosing the outside. We have not talked about Connor Spradling once this race.
That car was backed in the...
He finds himself up to third. Carl Childress is in 4th.
Again, 99.
Alright,
the back.
Quiet zone, going green this time by.
So that's why he's not as far back as you would expect.
The biggest thing is 20 car was backed into the fence about 40, 50 laps ago. Something like that. He was backed into the fence.
On the front
Controls on the front. And we're going. Big jostle. And the 26 is around.
In trouble in the back. 26 of Alexander Brown. His night just gets worse and worse. Only 1 car. We stay green. And it's TalhaDevYT to the race lead. Kirsten, though, trying to take it back on that inside line. Can't get it done. And that number 20 Ally Ford Mustang is your leader here at Five Flag Speedway.
Back through the pack.
Not quite sure what happened there with Kirsten on the restart. She had the control of when to go green, and just for whatever reason, had a bit of a wobble there, spun the tires a bit. That caused a sack up behind. That's what ended up taking the 26 out and around. But all of that in great advantage to that number 20 machine. He gets with that clean air for I think the first time today. He's going to try to make the most of it.
Looking back, we're pretty single file now as everybody finds their spot in line. Now trying to ease on in. Maybe this front little section of the race has gotten everybody a little tense. And
we're only a third of the way through this race so far. And already TalhaDevYT is under threat by both of the icy cars in second and third, Kirsten Bell and Lana Lyle. Carter Spradling has done a pretty good job so far holding that up, that 16 up there in the 4th position. So right now he's doing what he can.
Robbie's doing burnouts in the middle of the... Never mind, he is just DNQ'd. Robbie has pulled it down pit road, and he is done for the night. Did a little whoopee. Oh, the 38's hard in the back. Oh, that's
a hard lick there.
That might
lick
be
for that 38.
Big overcorrect there.
He is driving away from it. He looks okay.
Only one car. We stay green. We keep it going. All is well. Brandon Kraft got a piece of the wall out of turn number 2. Aside from that, everyone seems to be doing all well. Carl Childress somehow holding on to this top 5, and that surprises me. Not sure how he's doing that, but good on you, Carl.
I will say, after all of the Carl hate, I will say he is not a bad driver. He is, more times than not, just very as the 9 goes around.
Crystal Bennett.
Single car front stretch.
Crystal Bennett on the front straightaway. Make sure she gets it.
My retort to the Carl is not a bad driver is 100 starts, 0 wins, 10 seasons.
Hey, okay, you want to say that I've got almost 120 starts and no wins. And my best finish is 4th, so...
I'm not talking about overall, I'm talking about one league.
Okay, maybe we can okay.
DSRA, yeah. Victory Lane has evaded him, or rather he's evaded Victory Lane, I guess.
We look back, look through. Paul is still holding off at charging number 29.
Yeah, you say that, here comes Kirsten to the inside.
Never mind.
And
single car
Kirsten
turn
to the lead.
Carl's
it looked like the 20. Carl is off in the wall.
Fully around.
Yeah, commentator's curse there, I guess. Right in front of the leaders, gets him going.
He's gonna fall 1 lap down, consequently. But this is definitely the part where I think these guys are finally starting to calm down a little bit. Now we are about 12 laps away from that competition caution on lap 75. So I think for most of these guys, that's not going to affect like any points because it's an exhibition race. Not going to affect your running order. I think just calm down for these next 10 laps, figure out where your car's at, and then reset there to take on those next 75. I think that's what you're going to see a lot of these guys do right now as we get towards that lap 75 competition caution.
Maybe, but I'm looking at this front two, and Tal is reeling back in that 29 car.
Yeah, he's got the speed to do it, but I think Kirsten's just a little bit better in this current start right now. Just can't quite get around that number 29. She's got that bottom nice and secure there, and for Tal, I don't think he can make that outside work like that 26 was earlier in the race.
Taking a different entry now. He's entering a little higher, exiting a little lower, try to get that corner.
And Tal's using these last few laps for that competition yellow to kind of do a little bit of experimenting, see where that car works, see where it doesn't, so that way when we go back racing there for those final 75, he can put himself in a good spot to get him
a single car front stretch
win all the trouble in front of him.
The 8 is
still
around
green.
On the front. I can't see him. He is
right there up against the inside wall.
Oh, no, there he is, yeah. Oh, look out, 51!
Pulls right out in front of Dakota
Goodness
Vega.
gracious.
Good job of avoiding that by the 51.
Very good for the 51. I couldn't see him. He was behind the flags from my camera.
Yeah, that could have been a big one there. And again, Carl up into the wall out of 4. There is something wrong with that number 8.
Oh,
and
definitely wrong.
He's stuck on the wall.
He cannot get that car down the track.
He is
looking
really
like
struggling.
Maybe something broke on that car. Just kind of.
Oh, back
the
straight away,
17's
Bryson Miller.
Bryson spun. He's sitting on the bottom of turn 3. He's
Loops
gonna get
around
that
a
car
little bit,
going.
gets that going. No caution. We stay green. I think we have a caution at this rate. That'll just constitute our competition yellow.
We look, the 29 is going to be coming up on some lap traffic at the 51 and the 9 of Crystal Bennett, and the 51 of Dakota Vegas.
A little bit of lap traffic here. Crystal's going to get out of the way, no problem. Although right there, just something a little bit like that, of Talha not being able to clear the 9 out of the corner exit, every little bit like that is going to help Kirsten. And while it's not really going to matter now, we're gonna go on a caution here in about 1 lap's time. If it's toward the end of the race, it's going to be things like that that'll definitely not a deciding factor, but will definitely help in their favor. As we go on to lap 75, we should go to that competition yellow at the end of this lap. And it is Kirsten Bell, who has led the majority of the day.
Caution is out. This is our halfway yellow.
Put it out.
Pit road is closed, and pace speed is 45. Leaders are on the backstretch.
Halfway yellow for the beach ball race. I forgot. My brain cannot. The beach ball derby. There we go. Yeah. For whatever reason,
closed for pit road.
I get it confused with the snowball derby, and I'm like, oh, it can't be the same name. No, it's pretty much the same name.
The ball and its derby. That's all we know.
Balls and derbies.
Ball, derby. Yeah, that's kind of how this has been tonight.
Season ball derby.
Through.
Alright, we got the snowball, the spring ball, the summer ball, the fall ball. Alright, we got it all.
Hey, that's it on there.
You're fine. Just,
ball.
you know, be careful next time. Pit road will be open this time, bye.
Alright, so pit road, they're going to open pit road this time. I have imagined... I'm going to imagine everyone's pretty much going to come in here, aside from people wanting to get their laps back. We'll see who goes in and who does not. And yep, that is literally everybody.
Yeah. I mean, I don't blame anybody. I would definitely come in to use this. Any kind of anything. Just be throwing it at the wall.
Take this opportunity as a good reset point, potentially. So, halfway through this race...
Lyle got tagged by Talha, and the 17 continues to parallel park into his box.
Lyle just
Lyle here in this pit cycle. But okay, so we're halfway through this race, and while it's definitely been an interesting one, we lost both of our front row starters. We've lost 38 of Colby Brown. Only 8 cars are on the lead lap at this point. The only drivers today that have been
all right, we're going to go ahead and start our wave around, so everyone please go high. Our wave rounds will pass on the inside.
Those two are
Number 9, Crystal Bennett, you can wave. Number 51, Dakota Vega, you can wave.
The first half, that second half of that most recent
Carl
run,
Childress, number 8, you can wave. And number 17, Bryson Miller, you may also wave. So far, we have 3 cars out of the race.
He's up into the top.
We're just over halfway.
So it's pretty much this grid versus those 2 Toyotas. Will anyone be able to beat them out, or
we will choose this time? Is it going to be
an icy car in victory lane tonight?
Yeah, my money's on that 99 of Landon Lyle. I have raced with him a little bit, and he's won every race that I've attempted with him. So I'm all for it. I'm all Landon Lyle tonight.
Lyle. One thing I've noticed about Lyle so far is he hasn't really like he's been one of the consistent front runners of this race. Unlike Kirsten, hasn't been able to stay out of trouble nearly as much. So I think you might. So while
going
he's
green
up,
this time, by
some unfortunate might fall him. So I think it's between that 20 and that 29, and that 20 has been one of the few cars today able to run up there with those icy cars that's still running, mind you. So I'm going to keep my eyes out on that 20 car. I think he might be able to pull this one off.
It's still young.
Yeah.
Zach, who you picking?
I'm going to have to go with 26.
Oh, yeah. Right. He's still in it.
Still in it. Can't quite knock him out just yet.
I know it's a bit of a gamble, but...
Out of turn number 4, 75 down, 75 to go. Kirsten Bell leads us off, and it's a great start by that number 29. Talha Z's right back there on the offensive, though, chops down on the 99, shutting that door to hang on to second place. And it's going to be these 3, I think, for most of the night, of the rest of this night. Those 3 cars, unless that 26 can get right back up there. Trouble turn number 4, that's the 25 around yet again.
He's around. McElreath, sorry, as he gets it corrected. We're still up.
Yeah, Brandon Shariah got a good piece of that as well. He kept the car straight, so no yellow. But that front end might be a little bit in rough shape after that hard contact of the 25. But we stay green.
We got a 4-car jam session for 4th. Is 76, the 16, 26, and the 99 of Lyle are all
that
battling
16
for
ripping up that outside line quite a bit there, trying to see if they can make it work. 76 tags the wall a little bit, keeps her going. Big send by the 26 meanwhile to clear off the 99. He'll do just that. And these guys right now, they're definitely racing a lot harder than that last run we saw. That reset's kind of got them a little bit more aggressive. Bit of a bump there in turn 4 with that 76 on the 16 Connor Spradling. So Hudson Davis wants to get this move going. He wants to go up there and catch those first 2 cars of Kirsten Bell and Talhaziz. But that 16 is not budging. He is not leaving that spot at all. And that's allowing that 76 to fall victim to that 99 of Landon Lyle to get to his inside. Somehow Bryson Miller is up here as well, even though he's a lap down.
Yeah, Bryson Miller wasn't a slow guy, but he definitely not playing a factor. Wonder if he'll play anything. Oh, the 16's around in turn 4.
That's Connor Spradling around.
Single turn 4.
And the 76 is the turn 1 wall. Keeps going. Bill Green, single car spin.
Yeah, that 76 was being real aggressive on that 16. Like, this is a certain moment of time for the rubber band finally snapped on that one. So that's 16 around. Now a battle for 3rd between Landon Lyle and Alexander Brown. 99 versus 26. Toyota versus Chevrolet. IC versus Wonderbread out of turn number 4 there. This one's a little bit more tricky here because these two are pretty close on speed. And Lyle's doing a good job to cover that inside line. But I think Alexander Brown here with a run out of the back straightaway gets in that inside on 3 and 4. Lyle has to run up to the outside, see if he can get that better momentum on corner exit. Can't get it done. Alexander Brown up in the 3rd.
It's the battle of the gas station. I lost the word. It's the gas station staples. Who's going? We have a spin on the front. Oh no. It's Carl again. Carl's
right for the leaders too. He gets it going though, no problem there. Although I think both leaders there had to check up a little bit. That's allowed Alexander Brown to get right back in the fight. It's now going to be a 3-car fight for the race lead.
Ooh, I'm breaking stuff. Oh, my controller's breaking. What's going on? Hello?
Huh?
You
good, bro?
Yeah, I thought I heard TeamSpeak go. You have been disconnected. What? No. Okay, we're back. Okay, the 26.
We heard you the whole time.
Looking for anywhere.
Trouble.
Luckily for you, there has been no change up at the front so far. I think we had 1 car in the wall. I think it was 25. No one cares. But yeah, right now Talha though under attack from that 26 of Alexander Brown. This is a battle for 2nd place, and if you're Kirsten right now, this is what you want to see. Let these 2 guys behind you start fighting a little bit. Allow yourself to get a gap there, and use that gap to try and conserve your stuff here later on if this ends up being a long run. As there goes Brown to the inside, side by side for 2nd. Aziz versus Brown here.
Brown's got that better line on the inside.
He's going to be able to clear him. Nope, he does. 26 up to 2nd.
Yeah, Talha, he got a little loose on entry that last time by opening that little door underneath him.
Yeah, and he's going to get a piece of the wall there too, so that number 20 not really in a good spot, and already that 26 not waiting around, already the back bumper of that number 29 of Kirsten Bell. Back to the outside, just like how we saw earlier in the race around lap 30 or 40 before these 2 guys had trouble here. Try to get to the inside, Kirsten's going to block that. I think Kirsten's going to be a little bit more difficult to get around than Talhaziz. That 29 is doing a little better job defending, locking that inside line before anyone going to move on to there. So you have to be really careful with how you get this move done. Although I have seen that 26 be more comfortable making moves on the outside than most people today. So we'll see if Brown can make anything out of that. Coming up on lap traffic, the number 25 of Cameron McElreath. He's really swirly. So they're going to...
He's going to send it 3 wide trying to.
He was going to try and send it 3 wide there. Couldn't get to the side of the 29, however. So it's still going to be single file for now. He's going to work it back on the outside here. See if he can get a run to the outside of the 29. And Kirsten yet again shuts the door. It's really good defending right now by that number 29 machine. But how long is it going to last for that 26? Either was able to work it around it or eventually just snap. and just move them out the way. No bumpers have been applied yet so far between these two. But Kirsten has trouble.
Kirsten
able to hold on to it and save it. We got loose there out of 4, drops down to 3rd, and it's Alexander Brown.
Touches her teammate.
Yeah, a little bit.
Lyle got punched
just
back.
Hitting the intimidator button a little bit. Sometimes that's all it takes. As now it's Brown to the lead. Talha promotes himself up into 2nd. Bell falls all the way to 3rd after that incident there in turn number 4.
Oh, Carl got loose off of on the front stretch, but he is back straight. Kept it straight, I should say.
Yeah, turn 4 has been that real tough spot today, as we've seen. Getting out of there, you can if you get it right, you can get a really good run to make an attack in a 1. But if you get it wrong, you're usually going to be sent around pretty quickly.
Looking around, we got 16 is going to be up for the laps. It's going to be a lap car here in a second. We're going to see he's popping that front stretch wall a couple of times. Wonder if that car's got a couple
bit of time
issues
to prepare for that one. He's going to be hoping for a caution here before they arrive. But now Talha on the attack. He got pretty much blown by the 26 earlier, but had a couple laps to try and reset there, save up those tires, get them a little bit either cooled down if there's overheating, warm them up if they're too cool. Had a few laps to get that taken care of, and now he's right back there on the attack. I don't know what he can do to get around the number 26. Like that 26 is just a little bit too quick for him, but he's going to give it his all here. 26 doing a good job covering that inside line, preventing Talha from making any lunges downwards. Pretty similar to what Kirsten was doing, ironically enough, to the 26 earlier. But I think in a very similar case, Talha's going to have to try and find a better way around.
Oof.
They're going to put Carl a lap down, as Carl is pretty much riding the wall at this point. And look who was back after that incident earlier, Kirsten Bell. She has found her way right back into this fight. And now we have ourselves a 3-car dogfight for the lead here with less than 50 laps to go. It could be pretty much any one of these 3 drivers, I'd say, have a shot at winning this race. Brown, Aziz, and Bell. Who is it going to be?
Talha's falling back a little bit as the 29 is still on his tail. That 26 car's thinking is, how can those guys fight it so I can get the hell away from here?
Yeah, the second Kirsten starts getting on the offense of that 20, that's going to allow that 26 to try and start pulling away here. And see, there's already that little bit of a gap forming, but not enough for him to really break away. Talha is still right there on the back of him. Just not quite enough to really make a move at this moment. About 2/10 is the gap as we speak, out of turns 1 and 2. It looks like that 26, they're sort of spread out a little bit more. 26 pulling from the 20, and the 20 is pulling from the 29. So they're stretching out a little bit right now. Yeah, on both ends, each of them gained about a 10th on each other, so...
Carl finally brings that number 18 down pit road. I think he might be.
Yeah, that passenger side there is all dented in.
Yeah, but that's on a lot of cars today. That passenger door has been taking the hit.
Is there one car on this track that doesn't have damage?
That's a good question. The 25 is going to be have the leaders down his back here in a second.
And Miguel Reef it's not really been his day either. He's going to pull out of the way to let them by.
Yeah, he's not playing no games.
Yeah, he's been a part of those games one too many times.
He's
as
played
he smacks
these games
the 4
before.
times. All right, can I throw Duel out of the booth?
Here comes Kirsten just to the inside. Kirsten's blinking out a little bit, but she should be back here in just a second. Don't worry about that.
Yeah,
so Talha versus Brown side by side for the race lead.
There she is.
Welcome back, Kirsten. And Talha gets the move done. Talha back to the front.
Welcome to the front, Talha. Please.
Welcome back.
Again, goodness gracious. What a save for the 26 car.
Yeah, that's not, you do not want to make these mistakes this late into the race. As these laps count down, the more crucial it becomes is to keep that good pace and not making those mistakes. Because look at that one little slide there, and look how much Talha's been able to pull away by. Another bad exit out of 4 for the 26. That's going to allow Bell to get the move done. She's going to find her way into second place. Those two mistakes there by the 26 have gained Talha a 7/10 gap to try and give himself some breathing space here.
Single car backstretch.
Yeah, you got to think
away. That is Bryson Miller. And he is going to pull into the pit lane, it looks like.
You got to look at that 26. Wonder if he's used up
his car front stretch.
Did he push that car too hard to sit there with the leaders? So he's sliding a lot. Oh, the 69's around on the front stretch.
Braden Karayev has a bit of a spin. Single car only, no need for incident. And the 25 up against the inside wall there in 3 and 4. I think he's coming over.
Oh,
he's
Carl.
Going to come into the pits.
Carl's around in
single car turn 2.
16.
Put it in reverse, Terry.
Not a good spot to be parked.
Put it in reverse.
Oh my god.
That could have gone real bad, real quick.
Very for Carl too. I mean, Cody Ware
I didn't hear that, Bryson. There was a lot going
Carl
on
tonight.
We're getting that fixed, Kirsten.
29's trying to attack that 20 any way he
can. Up into second place after getting around that number 26 of Alexander Brown. Talha's gap was up to 9/10 at one point. Now that's back down to just 2. As we're nearing only 25 more to go with a few laps time. It could be any one of these 3 drivers. These have been definitely the 3 fastest of the day. Oh, I'd like to take your attention over to the 4th place car of Landon Lyle. He's definitely slower. He was definitely slower than a lot of these 3 runners earlier in this run. But I think that's because he's been saving his stuff. He is now only 1 second behind. Well, before he was half a straightaway behind earlier in this green flag run. So he was saving his stuff. I think he's now starting to push to try and catch back up to these front 3. So Landon Lyle might be a threat here in a few laps' time.
Yeah, he's under attack from that 17 car. The 17's a lap car, and he is battling Lyle like he's on the lead lap. And looking at this, oh, another lockup from Kirsten. Kirsten locked it up on the 26.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the 26 there that had a moment out of the corner. Actually, Kirsten's still having some blinking issues at the moment. But Talha Aziz, when he crosses the line here, it's going to be 24 laps to go. What can he do to stay ahead of these cars? You got the 26, the 29. Both of those guys have definitely been quick. Definitely giving him a run for his money. You have the 99 of Landon Lyle, who's been saving his stuff. He's starting to make a charge. He's now working his way toward the back bumper of the 26, but he's got 2 lap cars in the way right now. The 9 of Crystal Bennett doing a good job just getting out of the way of the fight. Bryson Miller, very not so much. Bryson did just come out of pit road about 10 laps ago. He's on fresh Hoosiers.
Single front stretch.
Oh, the 16's around. It's on the round on the front stretch.
And he gets that rolling. All good there. So yeah, the reason why you see Bryson pushing so hard right now, even though not on the lead lap, that's those fresh tires at work. He's trying to get one of his 5 lap back here. He's got better tires than everyone else around him. He's got that better performance as a result. So trying to see if he can get one of those laps back. But one thing that really helps right now with Bryson pushing up there, he's working on the 26 right now. If Talha can stay ahead by the time Bryson gets there, that's going to allow him to build yet another gap, and he might need that because here comes Kirsten Bell on that back bumper of Talha Aziz.
Yeah, that 17 is causing major havoc up here.
Yeah, both he goes him up and high. The 25 are on fresh tires. They got the pace to get around these guys, but as you can imagine, these guys are racing for a win right now with only a handful of laps remaining. They do not want to tolerate that whatsoever.
Yeah, with the way that 17 raced, he got squoze in the outside wall with that 26. I don't know if there's any. Looking at these front 3, this is a great race that's coming up. One thing
of these 2 lap cars being this aggressive has hurt is Landon Lyle. We were talking earlier how he had those, how he's been saving up his stuff to make a charge. Well, those 2 lap cars came into the picture, and he's completely dropped like a rock since then. Wasn't able to get around them, and as a result, his gap toward the leaders has been kind of falling. He's not really been able to do much of anything since then. They just had to get around Brandon Karayev. Talha's now coming up to lap the 76 of Hudson Davis.
Yeah, he can thank all that lost space to that 17. He got touched about 10-15 laps ago and got sent way far.
Oh,
speaking of, Bryson gets put in the wall by the 26.
Tried to get to the outside of the 26, but there was just no room there to make that move work.
He's making those horrid moves.
I'm curious where Bryson is right now mentally. Is he getting frustrated at the 26, or does he understand you are a lap down, you should not be in this fight?
Kirsten falls
that's
back.
That's my opinion. If you're like trying to get around a lead lap car, is really.
Oh, like, the 25 just gave him a huge shot.
There's a point, but if you're like have to be that aggressive to do it, I think you need to find a different way of going about it. I feel like, especially when the battle's close. This is kind of a.
Trouble there. That's the 76 of Hudson. Davis made contact with McElreath. They bumped a little bit down the back straightaway. They keep it straight, however. As Talha is now starting to gap it a little again. Now up to half a second. As that 26 and 29 fight for second place with Bryson Miller on those fresh Hoosiers right behind. Although he is a lap down. Multiple, actually.
I start thinking here soon when those tires from 17 going to wear off because he's obviously pushing a lot harder.
Yeah, Bryson does not know tire saving. All right, he cannot do that for his life.
Yeah.
And for Talha right now, you've got. I think for all three of these drivers, Talha, Kirsten, and Alex right now, all three of them are probably really starting to get stressed out because when they come around across the line here, it's going to be 10 laps to go. All three of them have the pace to win, and you've got lap cars like Bryson Miller making it hell on earth for you right now. So. It could go any way for these guys. Landon Lyle's kind of clawing back into the fight. He is now right there behind the 26 of Brown. It's 10 to go. What can these guys do? Talha has mostly clean air from here. The next car is Crystal Bennett. She's all the way in turn number all the way in turn number 3 at the moment. But while that sounds good, you got clean air, won't have to worry about overtaking anyone. That's bad news in the sense that Kirsten just has to worry about focusing on you. There's no one else that Kirsten has to worry about getting around. It's just you versus that icy Toyota Camry. The 26 now, meanwhile, under threat by Landon Lyle for third. Those two cars are going to be fighting it out for that position. Crystal Bennett came into the pits, so no lap traffic pretty much. The next lap car is all the way of Dakota Vega on the opposite end of the track, so it should be clean air for these two drivers all the way to the end.
Yeah, looking at this, like we said, Landon's just kind of playing the long game. I think I just fell out. Uh-oh.
The server crashes.
The server died.
Never mind.
With 6 laps to go, the server might have killed itself.
Oh, man. That's so unfortunate.
Let me get y'all's results just in case we need them.
That's going to be if this... Is this a rain rule?
It depends. Do they make the call to restart with 5 laps to go, or is that? Oh, actually, here's the thing: the point of no return is at 5 laps to go. Where we are at currently is 7.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point. Looking at this, we're gonna see if
server went down at 7 laps to go. Point of no return is at 5.
Figuring it out. 1 second.
Our officials are getting everything looked at. They're looking at everything, getting everything figured out, seeing if we can get this thing back green. In my history of knowing things, more than likely might not go back, but if they can, they'll try.
I don't see us going back.
I honestly don't either, but
Oh yeah.
I could also see them doing something where BPNR, where they would do lap shootout, which chaos, but they want it. That's
okay. I think what we're going to do is once the server's back up, we will do a 10-lap shootout.
There it is. Yeah.
And there. All right. So
we
will finish this race under green.
They have lineup figured out.
If
you could
to the finish,
please put in chat roughly where you were in the Discord.
We saved the results, right, Zach?
Yeah, I got a screenshot. Let me send. Let me pull up Discord because I had it closed.
I taught him that.
It's okay, Salos. We'll use those 5 laps to get things sorted out. It's fine.
I bet Talha is absolutely losing his mind.
Yeah. Well, Talha said that he wanted this shootout because he did not want to win in that way, so...
Fair enough.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So on one hand, he's probably frustrated.
Server
on
is
the
back
other hand,
up. You can go ahead and get on track.
That's a big reason I really like Talha, is because he's very... He doesn't want to have a gimmick win.
What we will do
he's
is
always
use the first 5 laps
on par,
to
what
roll around
to
and get the lineup ready, and then we will have a 10-lap shootout.
And he's just... He's good. He's very, very good. And he's always... He'll get frustrated from time to time. He knows, and he knows.
Okay,
moments, but...
Ignore the pace car when he
5
pulls
laps
off, obviously.
To sort out the fields, the order at the time of the server crash, and then it'll be a... Did they reset it again? Okay, they reset it again.
There we go.
What are we doing?
I was about to say, bro, it took me a minute to get all that stuff put in, man. Can we just put forward like 2
you guys
seconds?
are able to join now. Sorry about that.
They went too early. People couldn't get in. All right. So basically, they've set the server
like
to
I was
15
saying,
laps.
We will use these first 5 laps to get the lineup sorted out, and I will just tell you where to line up. So
end. I think
we will
be on the lead lap
single
here, so
file this
one. Going to be a problem.
So once the pace car
so
pulls
for some guys
off,
like Bryson Miller and
will,
McElrath, welcome back.
We will do that. Is everyone in?
Yeah. Connor and Duel were both playing the same thing at the same time.
But was Connor overlaying into the stream?
Yeah, I have him on for the stream. Everyone can hear.
All right, well, you know, I'm gonna do it again because A, I'm better because I just made that up now, and B, so that way y'all actually understand what's going on. And C, so I can slander Connor Spradling.
Drivers, to your cars.
Alright, so yeah, 15 laps. Is this first 5 laps are going to set the order correctly?
Yep, we'll do single file.
Okay, they're going to do a single file restart on this one. Did the server die again?
Yes. Oh, no.
Oh my god.
Happy birthday, Trevor Bain! Oh, man.
Yeah, it's going to be a long night.
It's currently 10:36 my time, 11:36 at Eastern time. This is going
honestly,
on
we
very
were on
long.
pace to finish before midnight. I would consider that an
Okay,
achievement.
we will try this again. I'll let you know.
I will
when server's
agree.
up.
We are on par to finish.
I think we're still
midnight.
on par as long
this
as
is fucking
server
painful.
crash again.
Server is up.
All right, server is up. I'm going to.
All right. So for like the final time, the session's been set to 15 laps, 5 laps to set up the field to where it was when the caution came at, to when the server first crashed. Then a 10-lap shootout to the end, point of no return, I believe, at 5. I don't know if they're going to change that or not. As a result, I imagine that will not be the case. So I believe point of no return is still at 5 to go. So, yeah, just before that, it looked like Talha was set to do what many probably, in his case, would consider the impossible of him pulling through to win a race of this caliber.
Okay, so we have talked as a group.
Just as that's
what we are going to do is get the lineup
of
where everyone was running. If you were a lap down, we're going to be generous and give you an opportunity to put you back on the lead lap. We will restart single file. And
I look up,
like I said,
and all of a sudden, the 99 and 17
like
are
a caution
in space,
period,
recreating
we will restart
the 2001
I will
movie,
tell you where to line
Space
up.
Odyssey.
Is everyone here and ready?
Everyone's here.
Yeah, we had a rain delay. We had to dry the track.
Solo sent one message in the server, just died.
So
that's
dry
great.
now.
You know what? So while we're waiting, For the Winties, Victors, and Harrys in the chat right now, will Tala win this race? That's what we want to know. Can he do it? Or will, because of this reset, some stupid shit happen?
Well, speaking of, he's on the pole sitting without being rearranged.
Car,
so, is that a sign from God?
We'll get it sorted out. Sorry for the messed up finish,
we'll find
everyone.
out. Harry
kind of out
does
of our
not
control,
want this man
but
to win. That is
give it your
tough.
all, but don't make a fool of yourself.
Well, it's Harry. Harry has it. It's Harry.
Let's have a respectful finish.
Respectful finish with Bryson Miller on the field? Are you fucking kidding me?
Soloz's computer took a nap.
Isn't Harry Australian? I gotta look at that. I don't know if he's Australian or not. I swear he is.
I made the mistake of opening Instagram. The very first thing is I'm grabbing it. I'm gonna kill myself.
All right. Duel. Give me your phone.
What?
Alright, so they're gonna reset. They're gonna set the field to the correct order at the time of the first crash. After that is going to be a 10-lap shootout to the end. Everyone got their laps back. But
we'll maintain pace speed when the pace car pulls off.
Kamikaze mode, starting from like the 4th row. That being said, we are down to just 4 rows.
Yeah, we're gonna.
This is like almost a full reset because all those guys that had damage.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and start with the lineup. So, single file.
You gotta wonder in Tala's case.
Tala, you are in first.
He was
29, Kirsten Bell, you'll be in second.
Pretty much outright. He had started
26, Alexander Brown, you're in third.
Any advantage he had
99, Landon Lyle, you're in fourth.
So
5th, Hudson Davis, you were the first car lap down, but everyone is back on the lead lap. You're in 5th.
That close to winning the
Braden Koryoff, you will be in
6th. In a
Dakota, you will be in 7th if you're here.
God,
that would be the most Tala of Tala losses.
Crystal will be behind Braden in 7th. Bryson, you'll be in 8th behind the 9. And Cameron, you will be in 9th.
Andrew, Alex
and I think that's everyone.
And Landon Lyle. A few cars like McElreath and Miller, they've got their laps
Pit road is open this time by. If you want to come down for any reason, we will start treating this as if it's a caution.
Oh my god.
If you want to pit, go ahead. Be my guest.
Yeah, I mean, like, there goes the 76.
Nope, never mind.
Nope, never mind.
He changed his mind.
The 9
for Crystal
is, though.
Bennett, meanwhile, she's going to take the opportunity to pit here. Why? I don't know.
I do understand that a little bit, though. Being behind everything, you will collect whatever. You'll Kyle Busch this in quotations.
Point of no return will still be at 5 to go.
And you could pass a dead 26 car, a dead 76 car.
Throw Thomas, Wooden Railway, and and what the fuck?
What?
Is McElreath okay? What the fuck am I reading?
Concussion protocol. Get him out. Like, come on.
Oh fuck.
They got Cody Warebrain.
All right, guess what? The server issues continue. This time it was me.
Oh god.
You fell out?
Yeah. Did it reset my profile for the 3rd time today?
Oh, yeah, it was nice knowing you, Duel.
Alright, 2 to go here.
As we come around, we're gonna 2 till green.
Yes.
Tala up front.
Oh my god, it did it again!
Oh no.
Give me a moment, I gotta reset my shit.
Alright, as we have technical difficulties with Duel, I got scared
1
because
to go
my
at
game
the
froze.
line.
I was about to cry. I thought my game crashed.
We will do single file restart here, just so people who were laps down don't get an unfair advantage. Single file restart.
But I get up again.
Quiet zone.
We're gonna keep me down. Alright.
Great.
So that issue out the way. 10 laps to go. Tala is your leader, Kirsten 2nd, Alex 3rd, Lyle 4th, Hudson, Karayev, Miller, McElreath, and Bennett. 9 cars. Everyone's now on equal playing field after the server crash. And it's going to be 10 laps to decide a winner. Can Tala secure the win that should have been his the first time around? Let's find out. We are back on the green. It's a great start.
Single
by
car
number
turn
20.
4, still green.
25 spun to the inside of turn 4.
Elbows
so we don't
have Pack Watch 2020.
we don't have to see that absolute trash basket.
Kirsten right there on the inside, side by side, out of turn number 4. Tala leads that lap, but I think Kirsten has the advantage here. Here comes the 26. Meanwhile, keep an eye out for those two. It's not just a 2-horse race. Tala with the run to the outside,
huge
gets the
run
lead back
on the outside. Tala
doing everything he can. You gotta wonder, with that crash, that win was pretty much his to take before the server went down. He's trying everything to keep it that way, despite that contact. Meanwhile, Landon Lyle got sideways there by the 76. That's now reduced this to just a 3-car fight for this win, unless we have a caution.
Single car, turn 4.
76 is around, single
still
car
green.
Back. We stay green. Make sure the 25 doesn't plow into the 76. Whew. Goodness gracious, we're still green up front.
Still green. Meanwhile, Tala still out ahead. Kirsten's going to see what she can do. The 26 is now back up there with them. 6 laps to go. Once we complete this lap, it'll be point of no return, no cautions from there. So if they want to bring out a yellow, now's their time to do it. I don't think they're going to have an opportunity to. So point of no return, it's going to be green here all the way to the end. 5 laps to go.
Point of no return.
Can Tala hang on against the charging Kirsten
Will be
Bell?
green to the finish.
And don't forget about that 26 right behind them.
What does that 26 have for the 2 front runners? If anything, that 29 car's all over the back bumper of that 20 Ally Ford Mustang as they go back into the back straightaway. A little bit of a run for that 29, but they're keeping equal distance.
Yeah, Tala does a good job blocking that inside, stopping Kirsten from getting that, from taking that inside line away. But yeah, outside line can be just as opportunistic there. If you know how to make that run work. We know the 26 is really good at it, but he's too far back to make anything happen. And Kirsten's in the wall!
Oh,
is that going to be enough?
Still...
Does she have anything left in the tank for Tala Aziz? 2 more laps to go.
Tala needs 2 clean laps here going around as they come back onto the backstretch. She puts a little bit of space between the 2 bumpers of those.
He still has that
cars.
gap as we come through turn number 4. And she spins around her
single turn 4.
As we take the white flag, she will not win this race.
Into the 17.
And Tala Aziz, who you had to think when the server crashed, the win was in his hands. It should have been his, and it's gonna stay his. He has another problem. That's
26
gets the
slings
outside.
it around the outside.
It's not gonna happen.
And Tala Aziz wins the inaugural Beach Ball Derby.
And
congratulations, Tala.
At him, the constant pressure from the 29, the constant pressure from the 26, the server crashing 2 times to try and stop him from winning. He breaks through all of that and wins here the first inaugural Beach Ball Derby. What a performance from that 20 car. As annoying as that man may be, he definitely deserved that win tonight. You cannot deny that.
I agree with that. It was an awesome run. He's getting congratulated by everybody on the front stretch as he starts his burnouts. Goodness gracious, what a hellacious last 2 laps.
Well,
Kirsten
thank you guys for showing up. Sorry for the server issues there right at the end.
What a wonderful win.
Great race. Thank you all for showing up.
As the
goal is to make
looks like he might plow.
Join the waiting room if you would like post-race interviews.
And yes, if you missed that, if you want a post-race interview, join the waiting room.
We made it to, we didn't pass midnight. We can feed our Gorgons.
We made our goal of finishing before midnight by about 15 minutes. Good job, everyone.
Let's see if Tala gets in there.
Right when I was giving him his little speech on the final lap, he almost choked that. I was about to have a stroke, bro. I was about to fucking lose it.
Alright, well, we'll bring in our winner.
Buddy was moved to your channel.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Alright, Tala Aziz, especially in the second half of that race after the competition yellow, you led for most of it there, and despite everything thrown at you, the 29 right on your ass the whole way, the 26 right on your ass the whole way, the server breaking 2 times to try and stop you, you break through to get that done. How does that feel?
Oh my god. I thought I was gonna be like, it's gonna be hard for me to get the win because there's like Kirsten, Lyle, Alex were like, I feel like faster than me. Like when I don't know, like overall, and then there was originally Gino and Robbie, but they both had unfortunate events happen to them as well. I wasn't entirely outright saving, but I was trying not to overdo my tires. I was keeping them around 205, and before the server crash, I think I knew I was gonna be in a decent spot because Kirsten used up her tires more, and she was still pushing her tires, and I was just trying to keep the car stable. I was just focusing on making the car be stable, and then the server crash. I got worried oh, this is how I'm gonna lose it. So, but I didn't want it to end like that too. That was just unfortunate in general. But I'm glad I was able to hold off and win one of these. For once, I didn't fumble.
Yeah. How would you say that battle there was, having to hold off both the 29 and the 26 for what was pretty much a full 75 laps?
Yeah, it was tough because they were faster. They were right on me the entire thing, and I felt like they were faster, but I was just trying to keep the car stable and just take care of the tires and hope I was able to hold off till the end, and I did.
Alrighty, well, congratulations on tonight's win. And
I might have worried the neighbors around me as well. I yelled so loud.
If Zach or Tubbs have any questions.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing is from spinner to winner. I mean, that's a great accomplishment. You backed it into the fence early in this race and came back and showed everybody that you deserved to win this race and had the car to do it. So,
yeah, that was
very
my
proud of
fault,
you, man.
Robbie. Thank you. I was getting too greedy because I was struggling trying to get the car hooked on the bottom, and I chopped his nose off. So, apologies to Robbie for that. That was not smart to do early in the race, but I just tried to just think the big picture. It was lap 15 when that happened, so best not to get flustered over it this early in the race.
Very agreed.
And that's what ended up paying off with that win. So thank you for your time. Congratulations on winning the first ever Beach Ball Derby. If we do this again next year, we hope to see you for that one as well.
I hope to be there as well, man. Thank you guys for broadcasting, and despite all the issues we were having with the server too. I can't wait to see what the broadcast looks like after this.
I'm gonna say more actionable threats before the night's out. Don't worry.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, I'll see you guys later.
All right, Buddy disconnected from your channel.
All right, so in the waiting room, highest finisher next up is Crystal Bennett.
Insufficient permissions.
I don't have permission to drag them in, so we're going to the waiting room.
Buddy left your channel.
Alright, so they don't have... So we're going to be joining all of y'all at once because we can't drag people in, unfortunately.
Buddy was moved to your channel.
So, we'll try and do this one at a time.
Actually, we'll might be able to do that.
We'll start with the number 9 of Crystal. Not really the best night
Buddy
for you there. It was
struggled
for quite a bit there with the car. How would you say the night went for you?
Mostly it was an up and down night. It was just a matter of navigating turn 4 right because the car hit the bump and it would get unsettled poorly. But second half car really came to light. Tire wear killed me late there, but had a light restart which really helped. Managed to get a top 5 out of it.
Joined your channel.
Yeah. I noticed you were the only car there on the reset there on the final shootout that made the call to pit. You think that helped at all a bit, or was that just to set up track position?
It was just set up track position, although it almost didn't work out for me in the end there. Car in front of me restarting wrecked, and I missed them by a few inches.
Well, Zach, you have any questions? I don't have a lot.
Yeah, the one thing I do want to ask is, I know with the server reset, I imagine everyone had their damage reset, everyone was put on a fresh new thing. Did you have any damage or anything that was hindering you specifically for that first server?
No, just tire wear.
That was the only question I had. Congrats on the top 5, and good luck next time. Alright, Braden Korioth, the president.
You said my last name right.
Yeah, Mr. President P5.
Also call it Korioth. I will happily dead name you for the meme.
Dang. Congrats on top 5. How was your race?
I really, I was just there. I didn't. I had one really good run in the first half of the race where I passed like 10 cars. That was the only time I really felt very fast. I had a really good long run car, and the server crash just kind of ruined that for me. And then I also got caught up in some trouble before that, and I was saving my tires really well on that final run, and I thought I was going to be able to drive up into the top 5, maybe more, but I still did get a top 5 after all the shenanigans at the end. And I got to thank Kona 2 Racing, for sponsoring the car, getting them out here. I had Dr. Pepper on the car as well. They're going to be a sponsor in season 5 for me in Essex. I just want to thank everyone for coming out here, my home track. I just want to thank the whole team, everyone being out here for me, supporting the car, getting it ready for this weekend. And can't wait for more VROC special events.
Alrighty. Yeah, pretty quiet week race overall. Is there anything you want to comment specifically on about how the race went?
Not really, no. I mean, it was pretty smooth on my end. I didn't get involved in anything. Well, thank everyone for coming out here this weekend.
All right. Well, Vice President P4. Let's see. I don't know who Sir Boxy Boy is. I think that's Kieran McElreath, if I had to assume.
I got Connor.
Oh, that's true. Where'd he finish?
I finished 10th, I believe.
Okay. Wasn't showing up on my ticker for some reason.
Yeah, for Connor, it was a pretty quiet first half for you, a very not so quiet second half. First question, how did you think your race went for you, and B, what was the big difference there after that halfway caution?
Yeah, like you said, the first half of the race was pretty quiet. I was just trying to ride around, and I didn't want to step on anyone's toes, especially being the host of the race. But after that halfway caution, I got pretty good track position, and at one point I restarted second row. And the car felt good, I think it was the 76 got into me at one point, and from that point on, it was pretty hard to hold on to it. Got some right side damage, and then at one point I spun, and being the host, I figured at that point my race is over, so I might as well sit out and off-track officiate the end of it. But yeah, it was a good event. I'm glad everyone showed up and had a good time, and congratulations to Talha, of course.
Yeah, is there any changes you'd make? Because it's the first time that this event's happened, so there's a lot of unknowns going into it. Do you think you just keep it the way it is, or is there any changes you'd like to make for future runnings?
Yeah, in terms of the format, I think I'm going to keep it relatively the same. There's a few changes that we want to make with the setup. There's a pretty bad bump in turn 4 that we want to try to fight, and then we want to get the car to sit into the turns a little bit better. Just kind of combat the issues that we had tonight.
Alrighty, well, thank you for your time. Thank you for hosting this event that we got to make actionable. I got to make actionable threats through. I think I told at least 5 different drivers to kill themselves during the course of the stream.
Well, hey, I appreciate you guys broadcasting, and the goal is to make this an annual event, so maybe we'll have you guys back next year. And we're gonna have more events coming
I'm just
soon.
Here to make it worse.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes peeled. We've got some more events planned. We'll reveal them soon.
Alrighty, well, thank you for your time there. If I'm gonna assume that's McElreath if he wants to get the mic working, or that we can interview him. If not, I think that's everyone for tonight.
Hey, I'm assuming you're McElreath, Sir Boxy Boy?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you had a rather interesting race. Had a few run-ins, I guess, here and there. What was your thoughts overall on this race?
I thought it was a pretty good race, to be honest. I actually enjoyed it a lot, even though I was like last 5 laps down and with a blown tire. But I ran up in the front for like the first half, and then I just fell off. But I've never wanted to Kurt Cobain myself so hard when I was racing around the 17. Never in my life.
What do you mean? He sweared he doesn't have a gun.
Never in my life have I ever wanted to kill myself more than racing around Bryson Miller.
Yeah, Bryson, that's a whole thing, especially before the crash.
He is such a good driver.
Like that.
He was making that outside lane work, and I tell you, oh my goodness, thought about just right hooking him. just a little bit. But
Can I ask?
I'm just joking.
What the fuck was going on with the paint scheme today?
To me?
Yes.
My beautiful, sexy paint scheme.
The admin team wants to know too.
No, they. Oh, my friend.
I wish we could have had the immigration control cars instead of whatever that was. All right, the pregnant man on the hood of a decision of all time.
That's my friend Greg. It's okay though.
Greg? Wait, hold on. Are you talking about like the Greg with the blue hoodie and the blue and gray hoodie on Twitter?
Yeah.
Oh, I know him.
That guy.
I know him.
Yeah, that's him.
I did not expect to see him popping his head in an NR2003 online race.
I want to know.
It's in his Discord server. They drew him pregnant. They call it Gregnant, actually.
Gregnant.
I am Gregnant.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I had to actually block out a lot of that stuff that was on the car because someone else shit posted it and told me to run it. So, you know.
Wow.
But yeah, fun race, guys.
Well, good thing that car survived, I guess.
Yeah, it had a face on the bumper actually. It was unnoticeable.
I didn't even notice the face on the front or back bumper.
On the front. It was a face. Hey, you can see Greg's real picture on the back bumper too. That's actually him.
Understandable. Have a good day.
So stupid.
Well, we'll have that known henceforth as the Greg car.
Yeah.
The Gregnant car.
The Gregnant car.
The Greg mobile.
All right. Well,
all right. Thanks, guys.
I think that's gonna
the
call
Greg model.
Y'all got any last comments for call the good or call the good night?
User disconnected from your channel.
I don't know.
We should bomb Iran again.
That's a strategy.
I think everybody can agree on that.
I personally don't have the resources.
Not because of any political or like war stuff, just because I think it's funny.
Yeah. I mean, fair.
We can blame it on the IDF like it's Among Us.
All right. Well, yeah, this is the first broadcast in 2 weeks. Next broadcast is, heck, I don't keep up with the calendar. God knows when. Yeah. Y'all got any more last comments? Or...
The CIA killed John F. Kennedy.
Oh.
Lee Harvey Oswald was merely a red herring. All right,
I pitted
the real
at least
shooter
once
was
solely to scratch my ass.
By CIA director George Bush. Who was fun fact, he was the CIA director when Kennedy was assassinated. And I'm definitely 100% not saying that he decided to have Kennedy killed for no reason whatsoever. He definitely didn't do it because of any potential hostilities with the Cuban Missile Crisis or anything, and him attempting to dismantle the CIA, quote, piece by piece. All right, he definitely didn't have John F. Kennedy assassinated and used Lee Harvey Oswald as a scapegoat. That definitely did not happen. There's definitely no way in everything I'm saying is a joke in Minecraft. I do not want to kill myself. I'm a great swimmer. Everything I'm saying is a satire and for
Buddy disconnected from your channel.
I guess they got him. By the way, all of that was in Minecraft. Yeah.
For legal reasons.
Yes. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like if you actually liked it. Subscribe. TalhaDevYT has somehow won a race. I will say he put a lot of work into this and actually.
No, he didn't.
Well, he probably didn't put a lot of work into this, but at the end of the race, he put.
Sucks.
Dang. Okay. But he got it on merit. Kind of at least say that.
No.
Okay. Well, TalhaDevYT won in the Five Flags Beach Ball Derby. We'll catch